Hello and thanks for joining me. This is the Great Southern Ancient Miniature Man channel, and this is a nice big box from Blitzkrieg Miniatures in the UK, which I've been looking forward to. I was running out of, just finished a little project. I was wondering what to do with myself this weekend, and bingo, Friday evening this has turned up. Perfect timing from Blitzkrieg. And speaking of which, when you're watching this video, it should be the time that they're getting 25% off sale on all their ancient miniatures, their Mighty Empires range they call it. So in here we should have some Lydians, some Indians and some Persians, I believe. So I might just zoom in a little bit and I'll be with you in 1 second. Alright, let's get into them and see what these look like. They look fantastic on their website, so very excited to see what they look like in real life. This is, hang on a minute, they're like Assyrians. So I didn't order them. I did actually pay the full price minus the 25%, but maybe they're just bonus ones. Let's see. Hopefully all the ones I did want are in here. Have a look at them actually. Assyrian archers look pretty cool. Whoops, let me, just slightly before my favourite time period, but that's why I haven't got any of their Assyrians, but they look really brilliant actually. If you're into Assyrians, check out their range, because they do the full gamut. Look great. I love how they come with arrows. Always a disappointment when you get archers with no arrows. Most of these have arrows. They look fabulous. I definitely didn't order them. There's 3, and most of their sets are 4 or so, so I presume that's a little bonus for me. So thanks to Blitzkrieg. Let's see the ones I was looking for. So Indians. So they have both a classical Indian range and a sort of medieval Indian range. Now these are the medieval Indian range, but they looked very good for me. I thought I'd use them as sort of forest Indian archers. And again, got arrows, and this time they've even got strings, which are actually quite scale correct. Normally when you see strings on miniatures, they're a bit too chunky, but they seem to have managed to get the scale right and print them without without them being too brittle, or they haven't broken yet anyway. I'll tell you once I've painted them. They look excellent. Nice crisp detail, a little bit of the 3D stuff to push off. It comes off very easily, as you see. Just scrape off a few of those bits, but yeah, otherwise they're ready to go. So they'll be excellent for forest Indian elephants, forest Indian archers. And then we've got the another set of Indian archers. They do have longbow archers, but I've already done the ones from B&V, so I didn't get them. But I went for these ones as well. Actually, maybe I think they're also from the medieval Indian range. Anyway, it's all on the Mighty Empires section of their website. I'll put a link to that, obviously. Yeah, they're cool with the little top knots. I'm not sure whether to mix them together or whether to have them as separate units, but there's the first lot of Indians, plus some bonus Assyrian archers, top shelf archery. Let's see who's next up here. They're nicely packaged, as you see. Oh yeah, here's the rest of the Indians. Now they're going to be awesome. Oh, and some Persians. I'll get them out of the road for a minute. Let's stick with the Indians for now. So some Indian spearmen, and I got 2 sets of them, I seem to remember. They do have quite big hands, which kind of look a bit out of scale, but it makes it easy to put a spear in, and when you've got the shield on, obviously you won't see that other hand. Nice headgear, massive swords. And yeah, those sort of bell-shaped shields, which were what they did use. So they're the same. 3 different guys. Oh, there's the other shield. So there's a shield for everyone. Hopefully I've got, I think I ordered 2 sets of those. Slightly different. They're slightly different. Maybe they're in one of the other bags. Anyway, we'll find out soon. So these guys, the Indian, I can't remember if they're spearmen or javelin men, but anyway. They're very nice. That's right, that's the Persians. I'll leave them for later. Let's get this guy. So these ones have a lot of scale armor. Yeah, they're the ones I thought looked really fantastic. A couple of guys the same there. Are they all the same? 4 guys? Do look all the same, which I wasn't anticipating. I think they do have different models, different poses. Oh no, they're not quite the same. That guy's arms out to the side. These guys are in, so there's 2 different ones there. There's nice big long shields. I wonder if the other ones are in these plastic lunchbox things. We'll soon find out. Okay, but yeah, just having a look at them individually, they have a beautiful scale mail, which I think will paint up fantastically. That's a thing I really liked when I looked at them online, and yeah, I think they'll end up looking great. Nice shields, a little bit of a indentation in the back. You probably have them either way around. These guys, so there's 8. Oh yeah, so these will be the other variants. So I think he's done 8. They come in packs of 4, so I've got 2 packs of 4, but I think he's put the duplicates in each bag. So yeah, there's 2 of each, that type and that type in this bag. The other 2 by 2 in there. Okay, cool. Let's see what else we got here. I think there's no, they're all Indians. What are those Persians? There they are. Chuck them out the back. Persians here. Some immortals they were, I think. And again, the attraction was, I love this scale mail armor. It looks fabulous. A bit of leather over the top. Four of them, all different. Yeah, nice big spar with nice patterns on them. They'll be easy to paint. They are lovely, and negligible cleanup required on those dudes. So that's excellent. I've showed the scale of these guys before. They're very similar to sort of Victrix scale. Yeah, I think they'll fit in well. And then I got some cavalry. Let's check what's in here. Oop. Oh yeah, little Lydian. So that's I'm calling him Croesus, King Croesus of Lydia. He's a beautiful figure. He's half the reason I got this set. I've been looking at him for a while, and the Lydian Lancers that I've been admiring, wanting to do some of them as probably as part of the Achaemenid Persian Empire force. Let's see. Here's the rest. So there's 4 Lydian Lancers in there. Yeah, they're beautiful looking. It's got such a cool little cavalry unit. Here's another set of Lydian Lancers with like command, with flag and with banner and trumpet, that sort of thing, but I just went for the regular guys. They're all one unit. I always prefer when they do a horse and a rider separately. It makes it easy to paint and get into the little tricky to get to areas, although these are not overly detailed, so it's probably not going to be a big deal with them. Each one's slightly different. I'm 99% sure. Yeah, this guy looking different direction to that guy. Yeah, they're all individual. They're going to be an absolute ripper. I'm very excited to do them. So I've been looking for an excuse to get them for a couple of years now, to be honest. So finally got hold of them. Now, there was another Indian guy in here, I noticed. Here he is. Bit of a heroic figure. He's the head of the Mace Men. Done some nice Mace Men from V&V, so I thought they needed this one to be their commander. He's a bit more solid and chunky, so he'd be perfect to be their commander. Excellent. And then in the other box, I've forgotten what's going to be in the other box. Persians, Lydians, Indians, I don't know. It must be. bit of both. Oh, that's right, Persian Command Cavalry. They looked really good. So I got them. Oh, hang on. This time the riders are separate. Is that right? Yeah, good. So that's the way I prefer them. He's just stick on a base because he's falling over. What's happened to him? Main okay? Yeah, I think it's okay. And this guy, so 3 cavalry. Where's the riders? Ah, good, here they are. I wonder why they did the Lydians as 1 unit and then the Persians as 2. I think they did the Persians more recently, so maybe they did come to the same conclusion as me, that it's just preferable to actually do them, paint them separately and then stick them together. They look great, quite heavy, not quite cataphract, but heavy Persian cavalry. So they've got armour, scale armour on their leggings as well as on the front of the horse, which looks fantastic. Beautiful figures. They will be the best Persian cavalry, I think, that I've got. Yep. Fantastic. I'm going to really enjoy them. Oh, one horse's leg's broken off. Pretty hard not to do some damage in a trip from the UK to here. Which guy is it? He's got 4 legs and 4 feet. He's got 4 legs and 4 feet. And so does he. So that's somebody else's. Oh no, it's just one little stand things that like that come with them. So that's right. That's not even a significant breakage. Good. Who else have we got? Some more Indians, I think. Might be the rest of it. I've got a bit crazy for Indians recently. I'm making a series of videos coming soon about classical Indians. So these guys, there'll be some more. Oh, now, so these are, yeah, I think they're the missing ones to make the 2 sets of the Indian javelin men, I believe they are. And they're cool. Big hands. By golly, nice shields. Cool, so I got the 2 sets I wanted of them, and then one lucky last set for these guys. Ooh, these are another set that I did not pay for. Another bonus set. These are Assyrians again. I've done well here. So I got the 25% off plus a couple of extra bonus dudes. Let's check these guys out. As I said, I have been admiring the Assyrians. They look superb. They're just a little earlier in the time scale to what I normally like to paint. Look at those fantastic shields. Yeah, they're going to be great. I look forward to making them as well. So there you go. If you haven't checked out the Blitzkrieg miniatures, 28mm Ancient Empires, then you should, because they're beautiful figures. They are negligible cleanup work, and they fit in well with most of the other 28mm guys around. And yeah, the previous ones I've done I've loved. I'm sure I'm going to love these, so I'm going to get to work on some of them, and I'll probably do separate videos as usual to show off how they turn out. I think, who am I going to start with? I better start with the Indians, seeing I'm on a roll with the Indians, but yeah, I'll do a series with lots of them. So check out the website. I'll put a link to it, and all the best. See ya. Right, well, I've actually had time to put these together and finish off the first lot of Indian forest archers. So they've turned out really nicely. As you know, they were actually from the medieval Indian sort of category on their website, but I think they fit this ancient era just as well, and they look great. They're all a bit different. I haven't modified them at all. There's 2 different groups that I've used. You can tell by their hairstyles. But I think they work very well together, and they look great. I had fun doing that little scene with the sort of jungle foliage. And always with Blitzkrieg, they're need negligible cleanup, and I do like their proportions and their kind of clear, simple features that make them easy to paint and put together. I have done a few little commanders for the Indians. So we had the Mace Man Commander, who is an awesome little figure. Let me just get the camera down a bit better to see him. I've done an Archer Commander. Now he's out of the Spearman section, but I've just modified him slightly and given him a bow that I had from a previous set, and also given him the quiver on the back, which is from our Victrix set spare part. And then one more who I've modified a bit more extensively, again from the Spearman, Armoured Spearman. I've changed his head. That's a Victrix head out of their recent Arab box, and I've given him a different sword and also the monkey on his shoulder. Obviously he's come from elsewhere. I can't actually remember where I got him from, but he was in my bits box for a long time, and he's finally got a use, and I think he's come up quite nicely. So I'm very happy with all of those figures. I think they're lovely classical ancient Indians, and I'm looking forward to doing some more. In fact, you could count this as number one in my series of ancient Indian figures, because I'm going to get some more, do the rest of these obviously, but also some from New Line and possibly others as well. So if you want to be in it and don't miss out, make sure you bell button, subscribe, comment. Very close to the 1,000 subscribers, so there'll be one giveaway of historical figures and another of fantasy figures coming up pretty soon. See ya.